What's going on? What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. I appreciate everybody for showing. Appreciate what's going on. We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for showing love. Hope you guys can hear me now. I had it on mute, but yeah, let's talk. Some shit I've been talking about for years, but motherfuckers don't listen though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to talk about the business, but nobody want to talk about the real shit that matter when it comes to talk about the business. When dudes was going around seeing Earl Spence, why Earl Spence ain't invited drug testing and all that, and no, VADA's better than USADA. Fuck up out of here, man. And VADA getting exposed the long way. All right, VADA getting exposed the long way. I got some more shit on VADA. Not just that they didn't test Sean Porter and Ugas. They tested Ugas once, but VADA ain't even doing the drug testing. VADA is not even drug testing the fighters, okay? But we're going to talk about it. Don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All those links are in the description. Also, join the Facebook group. In addition to that, don't forget, you can always reach out to me in the email. If you don't want to DM me on social media, it's the quickest way to get in touch with me, then Twitter. Other than that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze, thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing get you 18% off their 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. And we will be doing a giveaway for the Hellblaze. So for people that join the Patreon, check the Patreon out. $2 a month for hardcore boxing fans and $2 for my food for thought tier. We'll be giving out stuff to people on Twitter, so make sure you follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on the gram, and we'll be giving stuff out on Facebook. Make sure you check us out on Facebook. So just make sure y'all clear so y'all won't miss away on some of these free giveaways at all. But let's talk about this VADA shit. And then we're gonna talk about Deontay Wilder pressing AJ, and can't nobody really question the intent that Deontay Wilder want the Anthony Joshua fight no more at all. But to get to that in a minute. Drink some water first. Mark Blake, salute. Salute. What's going on? Naquan Gates, Nassim, The Dream. What's going on? Let's talk about this WBC shit, man. Like I reported yesterday, Three Kings got an interview with Memo Hernandez. He exposed VADA. He exposed VADA for not testing Ugas but once and not testing Sean Porter. Also, I was watching one of my favorite channels, Boxing Talk with ADE, and he did a video about how one of the guys he worked with, I guess, and do videos with. Now I'm about to put it in the description right now, so give me a second. Give me a second. I want to put it in the description real quick. And this is the interview. I'm in the chat. And this is the interview that he done right there. And he says that that VADA did not test Uterman and Darrell. And they said, and VADA is going out there saying that, both Uterman and Darrell passed drug testing. Right? He said they both passed drug testing, but one of his guys asked them, did they do the drug test? And they said, no, we did not do the drug test. So VADA is not actually is not actually testing fighters. They're using third-party promoters or third-party or contracted, companies to do actually test the fighters. So VADA is not testing fighters. They faking like they do. And I told y'all, when motherfucker was hating on Earl Spence and say, why Earl Spence ain't getting to VADA? VADA is the place to go. I told y'all the WBC VADA program was a sham. Now imagine how much Canelo was getting away with. Now VADA probably tested Canelo and for the Triple G rematch. You know what I'm saying? But they're around here lying saying they testing fighters and they not testing fighters. No, they're around here giving fighters exemptions for testosterone and painkillers they shouldn't be getting exemptions for. So basically what I told you guys is true. You know what I'm saying? You can pay Ricky E. Salute, Will Salute, Brandon Reese, what's going on? You can pay them to go away. I'm telling y'all, you can pay them off. WBC VADA is 365, 24/7, 365 program. It's not 24/7. I told y'all that. I told you. They want testing these dudes year round. They're not even doing the testing for the majority of these fights. They're not testing. Big Show, salute. They're not testing. Another entity is testing, just like with the Canelo, with the Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner. They only did a month of testing. It was supposed to be USADA, and then they switched to VADA, and they only did a month of testing. Razul, what's going on, my brother? You know, they only did a month of testing. L5 player, salute. Only a month testing. And they're not even doing the test. They contracted somebody else to actually do the test because they cheaper. So these boxing promoters and fighters don't want to pay the $6,000 to $12,000 to do the testing. Might as well just scrap the testing then. Just go with the commission test. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't gonna be testing people, y'all lying and thinking the sport is clean, these fighters are still cheating and getting away with it. You know? Anthony Vasquez, salute. You know, Canelo ain't the only one. You know, Canelo been getting the pass for years. You can imagine who else getting the pass. But they want to shame you if you don't join the VADA 365 program through WBC. They want to shame you for that though. But you ain't even testing nobody. And you giving everybody an exemption. You know, oh, he passed the test, but you taking a testosterone exemption like Anthony Joshua, according to Big Baby Miller, or you getting a painkiller exemption like Floyd Mayweather. You know, they exempting these dudes and letting these dudes test positive for shit. And it make you wonder, like, why didn't Luis Ortiz, team, get him an exemption for whatever he was taking? Why didn't Lamont Peterson team get him an exemption for his testosterone usage, but he had a medical problem. Just as Ortiz had a medical problem the second time. If it's that easy to get exemption, I'll be firing my team. You know what I'm saying? I will be firing my team. I guarantee you that. Ortiz, all them niggas be fired. You know what I'm saying? If that's really the case, you a clean athlete. My manager, what am I paying my manager, my advisors, and guys like that handle the business end of shit? What am I paying you guys for? I can just give me a lawyer and be good. If you're not gonna tell me the rules of the game, you're not gonna read over the paperwork and say, okay, Ortiz, we taking these blood pressure medicine. You know what I'm saying? We taking this medicine. Tell us, all right, we need to file this medical paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Same thing with Mike Peterson. Oh, you got a medical problem? You gotta go fill this paperwork with VADA. What do you got a team around you for? You know what I'm saying? What do I have a team around me for if they're not gonna help me with these decisions? I gotta do the paperwork. I gotta find somebody else to do the paperwork and figure that shit out. I'm fuck up out of here, man. David Thomas, salute. These dudes, man. All these dudes is jokes, man. All these dudes is jokes. You talking about that, and you gotta wonder who's doing the drug test for Mikey and Earl. All these dudes is getting slapped on. Imagine this. Imagine what they doing for the Mexican fighters, bro. Imagine what they doing for the Mexican fighters. And I don't know, pun intended, but real talk. We know WBC got a bias towards Mexican fighters and a bias towards guys who bring in the bag in like Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Álvarez. We know that for a fact. So imagine how many people get in the pass. And I know just no medical exemption, but imagine how many fighters actually get in the pass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he tested positive. Oh, he just sent us $100,000, throw it out. Don't matter. Don't matter. It's like, no matter if you do a testing or don't do testing, you still in there with an unfair advantage. And in the fighters y'all think that you think be dope, and they don't even be dope. And it be the guys that you never thought, like Lamont Peterson. It'd be the guys like Tyson Fury who got caught. The guys like Fury who still trash with or without it. It don't be the Lomachenkos, the Spencers, the Charlos, or the Golovkins and shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't even be the guys you think. It'd be the guys like fuck them. I'm just saying hypothetically, like Paulo Malignaggi, or it'd be the guys like, you know what I'm saying, guys that you never thought that'd do that shit, man. But that's a class action lawsuit. Real talk. If they didn't sign no paperwork, knowing that it'll be a third party, or most of the fighters already know it'll be a third party or contracted company because they paying them. But my whole suit would be, you let me go in the ring, I'm paying all this money, but you giving people a pass. I'm not being notified if Anthony Joshua got or whatever fighter BC got a exemption. So you letting them go in there against me with an unfair advantage. That's grounds for lawsuit. That's grounds for a lawsuit. All these fighters, man. All these fighters. Show me your records. Who got exemptions? Who don't got exemptions? You know what I'm saying? I'm paying money for y'all to monitor our blood and our urine, make sure nothing in our system. How many fighters you getting a slap on the wrist? It's not. I can be look. They can test Sean Porter 12 times. I'm just saying hypothetically. Test Ugas 4 times. They can. It's no number they got to hit. So it's not an even playing field. They can test the hell out of Floyd Mayweather, but test Canelo like 3 or 4 times. You know, they don't have like, okay, in a 6-month period leading up to the fight, or, you know, 6-month periods, you got to be tested 15 times. Both fighters equally 15 times at any given time. And I told people, bruh, people were going tooth and nail with me and don't know what they talking about, debating people. Oh, Errol Spencer's a cheating, this and that. I say, bruh, he do USADA year round. They pay for that. Oh, WBC VADA program is where that. No, it's not. No, it's not. Tyson Fury got caught. Fury got caught. Canelo got caught. You know what I'm saying? But imagine how long they be getting away with that shit though, bro. That I already knew the right place they let shit slide, or they give you exemption. That's how they let people slide with exemptions. Like when Big Baby say Joshua get an exemption for testosterone, he get an exemption. I mean, you exempt. You know what I'm saying? Knowing you taking something, you get exempt for it. It's just like you how can I put it? It's like you going to work and you come and you say you hurt your back. You let your shady auntie that's a nurse or somebody, or you know, your doctor do that for you and write you a exemption where you can't do a certain job, can't do something on the job. Even though you ain't that badly hurt, he looked out for you. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, damn, you know, I need to be out of work for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the doctor be like, well, you can't work for 2 weeks, so the job gonna put you in the office, so you won't miss no paychecks, or they ain't gotta pay for disability or nothing, or you know, tell a short-term disability. You know, so they put you in the office doing something, just make as long as you on company grounds. That's what it is. Same shit. The same shit that in the corporate world it apply in boxing. Boxing is corporate. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. You know, motherfucker, you know, you fall accident on a job, whatever, you know, and they give you, you know, your doctor, you ain't that bad, but you milking your doctor, you know, go along with it. And you come back to work, oh, I can't lift this, or I can't do this, so go sit in the office until it's time for lunch and it's time to go home and breaks and shit. That's what it boiled down to. That's the same shit they doing, bro. It's the same shit they doing. You know, oh doc, you know, my wiener can't get up. You know what I'm saying? I'm having problems with my wiener getting up. Or you need to take this testosterone so you can create babies, Anthony Joshua. Or you need to take this, you know, so it can boost your, was it libido, whatever fucking libido, whatever they should call it, you know, and libido, that's what they call it. You know, so take this testosterone. We're gonna call the WBC and get you an exemption with the WBC. And that motherfucker probably don't have no dick problems, but he'd say that so he can take that testosterone. They'd say that. They'd say that. It's real shit. You know, and that's a real story that I just told y'all. That's a real story. I'm not gonna say the boxer who did that because I like the guy, but that's a real story. It's not Anthony Joshua. But that scenario I just said, that's a real story. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's some shit that actually happened that somebody failed to get an exemption for. Besides the exemption part, he failed to get an exemption, proved to be true. So, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't get stripped of, you know, his belt. It proved to be a factual story. You know, but like I said before, you know, I read a lot of this shit. I read a ton of this shit all day. It ain't just me reading or watching videos, man. I study this shit, man. And it's not by accident, man. I like to read. You know, I read about a lot of shit. I like watching documentaries. I like reading. You know, I think that's the best way to really enhance your brain and keep your brain sharp. You know what I'm saying? If you don't use it, you lose it. So you got to use it. So, you know, us brothers out there pushing 30, we need to get back on the basketball court lightly, get back in the gym, hit the treadmill. You know, even we go, you know, read a book, go to the library, you know, get us a book and keep our mind sharp. This is the ages where you start to train your body to keep your mind sharp, keep your eyes sharp, keep reading, go out there, run, you know, keep using it. So, you know, by the time you hit 50, 60, you know, you will age gracefully. It's time for us to cut the bullshit out. You know, cut the red meat out if you can, cut the pork out, just go chicken, turkey, or cut meat out in general. It's that time. I ain't cutting chicken out. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you that right now. And turkey, I can't cut that out. It's my shit. But it's time for us to really start taking those precautionary steps towards that, because you can't eat a bag of hot Cheetos no more without getting your ass caught on fire. I never ate them like that, but you can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take precaution. You can't go out there and drink heavy no more and expect, you know, to be alive in the summertime with the heat. So we gotta take precautions and pick our chances when we indulge and when we do that. And we gotta go to the doctor. You gotta go to the doctor, man. You know, make sure our health on point. Go to the dentist. This is a very important stage for a lot of us, especially 25 and up. You know, it's a very important stage that you know, enjoy your money. You know what I'm saying? 25, blow the money. You know what I'm saying? When you 30, then you start saving your money. You want to save early as possible, but you want to enjoy your 20s. I ain't lying. I ain't mad at you. I can't tell nobody to do something that I didn't pretty much do throughout my 20s. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I talked about Sean Porter yesterday. Yeah, I talked about Sean Porter yesterday. So it's important for us to do that, man, because there's a lot of stress on us, man. You know, being providers and making sure the kids good and dealing with shit at work. You know, so we gotta make sure we good. We gotta make time out for us. You know, it makes you can't your girl be want to do everything with you. What's going on, Cody? Your girl, man. Sometimes you need to do shit by yourself. I'm telling my girl that shit all the time. Sometimes go take a lift or whatever, or if you don't feel like drive, you want to drink, take a lift to the bar, take a lift to the nail salon, and just enjoy yourself. Sometimes you need solidarity. You know what I'm saying? Not too much of it, but sometimes you do need to get away, peace of mind, stress off the heart, stress off the body. That's very important. You know, I get a massage every week. You know what I'm saying? I had one yesterday. I tell my barber, found the new barber. I was like, yes, $30 for, $35 for 30 minutes on the table. On Sunday, it's 50 for an hour for a real massage the oils. And I was like, man, that shit is the best thing ever, bro. You know, but it's important that you keep yourself up. But still talking about the WBC VADA thing. See, they still don't believe in you. No, I don't believe in Yugis. No, he can't punch. He be in shape though. He just don't move his hands enough. I don't know how he can beat Sean unless Sean is drained. You know. But yeah, walks is good too, man. For real. My dog's still outside. I ain't been outside for an hour. My dog been outside for I'm surprised he ain't banging at the door. He probably enjoying. He gotta get brushed up. But yeah, keep going about the WBC thing. I put that video in the link. I put the video in the description when I do my thing. But hold on. Excuse me. Give me 1 minute. My apologies. But yeah, the whole thing is we think this shit is clean. We think it is good, and it's not. And I knew it, bro. I knew it. It sounded fishy because I'm gonna tell you when I really really knew. It's when two parts I really knew. When that report came out from that, I think it was a senator about Canelo and Floyd. It came out. I think it was Bad. No, it was what's the one? It's SB one that's powered by SB Nation. I think that is badlefthook.com. And the senator said he came out and said Floyd Mayweather told us that Canelo was juicing back in 2013, but he didn't say nothing because he didn't want to mess his money up. And then what I also knew is when I really, 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 really knew was when Canelo Álvarez, and one when he got popped. It was after he got popped, and him and Triple G was about to fall into a second fight, right? They're about to fall into a second fight, and Canelo took a minute to join to re-up. And they was pressing Canelo to sign with VADA, so we can get the VADA drug testing going. It took a couple weeks. Canelo signed back up. And I'm like, okay. Because I know he wasn't testing outside of suspension. He was able to get suspended and not get tested. But what really opened my eyes is Triple G is supposed to be in the 365 24/7 VADA Pro WC program, and he had to re-enroll for the Canelo fight. So I say, okay, so Triple G ain't even being tested for the entire term. You know what I'm saying? He got to re-enroll. So I said, this shit ain't 24/7 365. This ain't 24/7 365. We 3 hours ahead of y'all, Sean. Salute. 10, 16. So, yeah, man. So this ain't 365. And I wrote suspensions then. And then when Paulie Malignaggi came out and say the first time they tested Canelo in Mexico, he got popped. Because every time they tested Canelo would already be in San Diego or Colorado, So, like I said before, and I've been saying this, though. I've been trying to explain this to dumbass niggas on the internet. I've been on other people's streams, Boxing Killers, what's going on. I've been on other people's streams trying to explain this, and they act like they don't understand me. And that's the difference between me and other people. I don't hate no fighter, bro. Okay, I don't hate no fighter, bro. I don't have nothing. I don't know these dudes personally. Okay, let me say that. I don't know these dudes personally, so how can I like you, watch you on the TV? I don't know you. We don't have no interaction. We ain't never chopped it up. We ain't never hit the bar. I never interviewed. Well, I interviewed a few guys, but I ain't never, went out to eat with these dudes on a personal level. So it's nothing but business. You know, it's the Ladders, what's going on, Green Hill, what's going on. It's nothing but business. It ain't never personal. You know what I'm saying? These dudes get behind, you say something about Earl Spence, and it's personal. It ain't personal. You don't know that nigga. And when you find out, a lot of these boxers, these black boxers, they don't love you. They don't like you. They don't care for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they don't really care. That's why they quick to say F the fans, and they quick to treat you like shit and shit like that. Like, come on. People say, you know, you be hating. I don't be hating. I be just telling the truth from my perspective. It's my point of view. That's why it's called Goodfellas Sports TV. Before that, it was called the Boxing Clinic and more. And before that, it was called the Boxing Clinic. It's my perspective. I don't have no reason to hate on none of these niggas. My whole point is keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna talk business, at least do some research. Like, I don't like Floyd. I don't like Floyd. Not after before the Gucci shit, he just was turning me off. I respect his career. I really do. You know, I don't know the guy personally. I can. What if I end up, you know, kicking it with Floyd and we can chilling? I interview Floyd hypothetically. He a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Then my perspective gonna change about Floyd Mayweather. And he might explain to me like, I do this for show, or you know, I do this. You know, I just do this because of woo 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 woo. But you know, this is how I'm really living. You know, you know, you don't know these dudes, man. We think they family because we pay to watch them, and we watch them grow up as prospects. We go to contenders, to title holders, to champions, to pound for pound for. We think they family. Ali, what's going on? Angel, motherfucker, you know your name. I know I fuck with you. He said he got mad because I said Spence said he was fighting Mikey before unifying the Garcia versus Porter press conference. Like last month, he really said that. Yeah. You know, you would say, you would pull an interview, we say some word for word, they get mad. You know, and then, you know, and then the whole thing about it is, the whole thing about the whole situation about Errol Spence is, not Errol Spence in general, but like you gotta have some, I don't understand. I thought you would have to be some type of have some other type of objectivity, but it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I just hate when people just, you know, try to front. But like I said, when you talk business, this should be on everybody's agenda today, talking about how fraudulent the WBC testing is. But I told people that. I told people that, man. I told them. I told them. I told them. I told them. I told them that test was fraudulent. I told them. And when Big Baby said they giving exemptions out, and then it came out, they had agreed to give Pacquiao and Mayweather exemptions for they paying killers and stuff of that nature. No, you know, but they was on, the commission was on Antonio Margarito for having a cup of coffee before he fought Pacquiao. You know, so basically we spending 6 to 12,000, or they ain't even spend 6 to 12,000. They spending less than that for a third party to test you. And you probably can easily pay off the cheaper version. You easily could pay off somebody that's cheaper. He show up, you give him a couple thousand to say he pissed or whatever, he got your specimen. Or they was on Lance Armstrong, you know, I was listening to Shannon Sharp. And I'm not into cycling, so I'm ignorant to the situation. I understand what's going on, but I was ignorant. But Lance Armstrong had somebody inside that was switching his specimens around. You know, he had somebody on the inside that was switching his specimens around. You know, and switching his urine and piss out, and he was tricking the system. He was cheating. So you think it don't go that deep for Canelo? You know, now that it happened, it won't happen. They're gonna make sure it don't happen again. You know, all of them are asking the water though. So, you know, like I said before, you know, people trying to act like VADA is the gold standard. It fucking ain't, because they not even testing the fighters. They not testing the fighters. They not testing them. You know, these dudes don't even pay 6 to 12,000. You know what I'm saying? If you fought multiple times a year, 6 to 12,000 ain't shit. If you fought 6 to 12, if you fought 4 times a year, you had the bread. What's 6 times 24,000? That ain't nothing. If you got out there and you moved your hands, you know, if you move your hands, you can go from making $1 million. Next time out, you might go up to make $1.5 million. You might go into a title fight. You might get $2 million. You might win a title fight, unify, come to $3 or $4 million. You know, I mean, if you fought, you get money. You don't have to worry about just sitting on one bag. Motherfucker sitting on making $2, $3 million, you know, 2 times a year, and they happy with that. Like, nigga, how can I be happy with that? Like, when I know it's so much more, ain't nobody doing what I'm doing. Ain't nobody around here, you know, buzz on through niggas like 4 or 5 times a year on a championship level. If you really serious about cleaning the division out and getting out the game while your faculties, you a buzz saw through a division. Oh, come on, you want to fight? Come on, let's unify. Bam, I got my man, bam. These dudes be getting 4 or 5 fights out, man, putting years on their career. Then you can fight once or twice a year when you're bigger than the belts. When you sitting around and you think you done made it, and because you got a couple $1 million, and you know, now see if you was reinvesting your money, you had a business on the side. These niggas at home eating shrimp, eating lobster, going to Benihana's, going to Sizzlers, Golden Corral and shit like that for 3 or 4 months, and then come back training 30, 40 pounds heavier. You know, that's, come on, man. And then these niggas don't even train before in between fights. Like, these dudes, they ain't got a fight coming up. They won't they won't go to the gym and train. They won't go to LA Fitness and hoop for a minute and lift a few weights. Ain't that shit crazy? Ain't that shit crazy? Ain't that shit crazy though? Somebody send me something. Give me a minute. These niggas better not. Hold on. Man, why the Lions gotta try to get Anthony Barr, bro? Nah, we don't want no fucking Anthony Barr. Fuck up out of here. Fucking Lions always fucking up. Go get CJ Mosley, bro. But that's another topic from my other channel. So who has been juicing in your opinion? I don't know. I don't make it. I don't like doing that. I got video protecting Anthony Joshua before this happened a couple years ago. Put in Anthony Joshua, Goodfellas Sports, or Goodfellas Sports TV, Anthony Joshua Peds. And I defended Anthony Joshua. You know, I did. You know. So I'm not gonna go out here and say who on Peds, who not on Peds. That ain't my style. I can't do that and then knock niggas for saying, oh, Charlo on Peds, and I think Earl on Peds, or I think this guy on Peds. I can't do that. You know, I can't do that. That wouldn't be right. So I can't just go out here and assume shit. Nah. Why would I wouldn't do that. I mean, because you don't know. It's always the ones you don't think about. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like I said, man, like Tank said, I don't train between fights. I just get in there and start sparring. Like little nigga, you gonna be brain dead by the time you get older. Mark, what's going on? You gonna be brain dead. You gotta keep yourself in shape. You know, you should be fighting year round. You should be fighting year round. Year round, we should be fighting, guys. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 times a year. You know, then, you know, after a while, you know, you build yourself up. Then you can pick your spots once, twice a year, stuff of that nature. But activity is the key. Braylon Wells, long time no see. Salute, my brother. But like I said before, man, this shit is a joke. It's a joke. It's a big joke, man. I told everybody about the WBC, man. The WBC is fraudulent, man. And the whole thing is fraudulent, man. How they go about their ranking their systems, for one. You know what I'm saying? The WBC, the silver belt, diamond, and then the diamond belt, they fight for the diamond belt, right? I think Mikey and Early is, and people don't just know the diamond belt is a trinket. It don't mean nothing in the rankings. It's just a belt for them to be a part of a fight that they're not a part of. You could have been a part of the Errol Spence fight. You could have been a part of Errol Spence's career and Mikey's career if you did the right thing. Strip Keith Thurman a long time ago. Him and Danny could have rematched, then they could have fought Errol Spence. All that could have happened. And you could have been actually a part of this fight getting 3% of both persons. But no. See how you fuck yourself in the end? Lowland Prophet salute. You know how you see how they played themselves? Because you could have stripped Keith Thurman, made him champion recess a long time ago. Could have stripped him. Sean and Danny could have fought June last year. You know what I'm saying? They could have fought in June. Barclays Center. Sean could have, and then Sean could have fought Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Then he could have fought Errol Spence if he wanted to tune up. Then him and Earl could have fought. Him and Earl could have fought. Him and Earl could have fought on the Wilder undercard or something around there. But he could have came back end of the year, got a title defense. Him and Earl and Sean could have been fighting now. And then Mikey could have made a tune up at welterweight. And then Mikey and Earl in the summer. And then Keith Thurman wanted to come back, and he could have fought Errol Spence. WBC played themselves. They could have been a part of this event. Strip Keith Thurman a long time ago. Sean would have had the title. You probably would have had this Sean Porter Errol Spence fight last year. You know, and then they could have been a part of this, but they stupid, bro. You know, and they do all this investigation and they pick who they want to like. They pick who they want to ride with. They favoring on a mess like David Benavidez, man. You know, like David Benavidez. Oh, man, Hunt, what's going on? I told you I like David, bro. I really do. But very, very fishy. Very fishy. He struggles with, and I'm going to explain it to you. He struggles with Ronald Garville with stamina, right? Dropped late in the fight, got tired. Hires Alex Ariza, right? He hires him. And, you know, he throws a billion more punches at Garville. He didn't stop Garville still, but he might as well had. He battered Garville threw a billion more punches that fight. After the fight, I don't know how much longer, he got popped for cocaine, right? I'm no telling when he got popped for cocaine. Cocaine can be used as a masking drug. And you get a huge stamina boost after you join Alex Ariza. Then you get popped for cocaine. That just seemed funny. Oh yeah, they get special treatment to Mexicans, man. They get special treatment to two people in this world: Mexicans in a ticket put in a money puller. You know what I'm saying? If you Mexican and you got that bag like Floyd did, they rolling with you. Yeah, it's on WBC owned by Mexico. You know what I'm saying? You notice that when Charlo got his belt, he had to make 2 title defenses. David Benavidez got his belt. He got a vacant belt just like Charlo. He had to make 2 mandatory title defenses. No, he had to fight Garville. One don't say, "Oh, you got a mandate to fight this guy." No, he's supposed to fight Darrell first, but Darrell got injured. You know, who else we can kind of make that talk about that? Triple G, another one. He was an interim title holder, but when Canelo dropped his belt, he wasn't ordered to fight 2 mandatories neither. You know? Oh, you got your ticket for Shields and Hammer? Yeah, I might go out there. Anything. If they approve me for this Lippius and Peterson card, I'm gonna go down to DC. SJ Fish 101 salute. Dalton, what's going on? If Charlo was a Mexican, yeah, they would favor him. That's what you're supposed to do, man. Or that's what other ethnic groups do. That's why I told these dudes need to stop glorifying the WBC belt. They need to go create their own belts. Have Magic Johnson, Puffy, shit, Warren Buffett like boxing, you know. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you gotta look at it, man. So I ain't mad at them, you know what I'm saying? Like, support your people, but they playing us though, man. And they try to make Canelo the franchise champion. Fuck is the franchise champion, you know. I ain't He said, "Yo, you got your booster Porter T." Nah, bro, I ain't going out there. You know, so it's just like, it is what it is, man. You know, but I warned y'all about this, man. I told y'all this WBC joint, it wasn't fair, man. If it ain't fair, they're not playing fair. You know, and if they ain't gonna play fair, then just go with the regular commission test. Go with the regular commission test. If these fighters can't afford the VADA testing, 6 to 12 grand, go with the regular commission test. That's just what it boiled down to. Get credentials for Wilder, Brazil, and Joshua Miller. Matchroom give them out. Yeah, I don't know how to get in for Matchroom. I have to go to their website, I guess, because Premier Boxing Champions got a third party, and Top Rank they go through their own. So I don't know how to get the Top Rank shit. So yeah, I ain't going both for Miller and Wilder though. They too close together. or Joshua Miller and Wilder. But I mean, it depends how I go down. I'll definitely want to at least do one of those two for real. In New York in May, I want to do one of those two. So I'll probably be at one of those two. God willing. Charlo will be 40 by the time Canelo fight him. Yeah, they gonna make him a franchise champion, bro. They gonna make him the franchise champion. I'm telling you, they gonna make him the franchise champion. But that's just the game, man. Everybody don't want to talk about the dark side of boxing. Everybody want to act like they clean. I went through the drug testing and I did this, I went that. Like, nigga, you cheat. We know you cheat. But hey, it's the dark side about it. VADA, wrap it up real quick, talking about this point. Open the window for a minute. VADA talking about, Darrell Uterman completed the test, and I seen a video on boxing ADE, and his boy asks like, did y'all do the test? And they say, no, we didn't do the test. So I mean, they got y'all thinking VADA doing the drug test and VADA not. It's a third party that's doing it, It's a third party. So, you can be bought off, paid off. But let's talk about Joshua and Wilder, man. Joshua is in the corner. I think Joshua backed in the corner by Wilder in the zone. And it's a good thing, man. Can't nobody say that Wilder ain't ambitious about unifying the belts. He the one that's trying to make it happen. And Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn not trying to make it happen. That's just Cornelius Littlejohn salute. That's just what it's he said lowland prophet, a police snitch. Damn, what'd he do? But yeah, man, that's just how it's boiling down, bro. Like, if he go sign with ESPN, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm telling y'all, that's some shit that his whole ass to do. If he go sign with ESPN, it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. But hopefully they make the fight happen. He reacted to Wilder about to sign to the zone by laughing like, dude, I would love to be there to see him get stretched. He ain't got no choice but to want to fight now. If Wilder come over to the zone, he ain't got no choice. He ain't got no choice. The way that the Miller ticket's about to move, it's not gonna be good. He ain't got no choice but to come over to fight that man. And if Wilder stretch him, man, I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna celebrate. If Wilder don't stretch him, he beat Wilder, I'm gonna give him his just due. But he's still a pussy. No doubt about it. He's still a pussy. But if it's time to make it happen, it's time to press that shit. It's definitely gonna be the event of the year. It's definitely gonna be the event of the year. And he got order. He got all that shit he taught. And the best thing about it, one of the best things about it before the fight is actually seeing them face off in the same room with their energy. I think Deontay Wilder gonna scare that man, bro. Deontay Wilder gonna scare him. Real talk. And motherfuckers saying, "Oh, don't go to the zone. Don't do this, Wilder." Man, fuck that, man. You only live once. He 33, 34 years old. When I'm supposed to sit here and wait and bullshit around with Showtime? Nah, man, go get your money. Go get your money and go make fights happen. Go get your money and make fights happen. Oh yeah, I will, bro. Give me a second. I'm gonna check you out. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull the chat up. All right, I subscribe, my brother. I go subscribe to All Day Boxing. So I will say, best parts of the fight will be on the zone for $10. Like I said, man. The reason I don't support the zone is because of Oscar De La Hoya racist ass and Eddie Hearn being the pilgrim. Other than that, it ain't got nothing to do with Eddie Hearn and Oscar. They don't own the company. They don't have equity in the company. So I'm gonna get it for Deontay Wilder. Real talk. I'm gonna get it the month's Wilder fight. That's it. And if they get some more fights that I want to see, I'll purchase it that month. But other than that, I'm only gonna get it for Wilder fights. If they bring Charlo on, I'm gonna show my viewership right there. Every time a black fighter fighting a month in that month, yeah, even if it's Tevin Farmer, I'm gonna spend my $10 that month. If it ain't no prominent black fighters, Well, I'm canceling my subscription. Now I started up for the month. I feel like it. That's how you do that. Because Showtime clearly is turning to HBO. They clearly turn their backs on their black fighters, their homegrown black fighters that pushed the network to prominence in the boxing world. They was all the best. They was all the best boxing network for 1 year, and then they started pulling this whole shit. Pilgrim. When I say Pilgrim, I mean like Indian Giver. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Well, Indian Giver don't mean what it mean, but yeah. Come over here and cause chaos. Act like they your boy. Oh yeah, we good, bro. We good. We good. We good. Yeah, everything good. But then secretly they stab you in your back like they did the Native Americans. They did Native Americans. They showed them how to colonize. They showed them how to plant, how to grow crops, and how to survive in America. The Europeans didn't know how to do that. And then what they did was they started beefs. You know what I'm saying? They was two-faced, fake. They started beef. They told one tribe that Chief is messing with your wife, and I'm just saying hypotheticals. And this is doing that, and they caused chaos between the Native Americans' own tribe. And when the Native Americans took each other out, you know what I'm saying, and they was down in numbers, you know what I'm saying, and when they was down in numbers, and then the Pilgrims went on, finished the job, and really took over after that once they took each other out. But that's what the establishment's been doing in America. They've been designing people to think that the black man is the worst man, the black women is the worst people. But together actually they indirectly run the world. But white people are outnumbered in the world. You know what I'm saying? Asians, Indians, Philippines, everybody in the Middle East, Arabs, and all them people, they're outnumbered, but they want you to believe that, the black people are the bad ones. And then when they get the black people out the way, they're going to go for the people in the Middle East is the next hated people they want to go through. Then they're going to probably go to the, excuse me, they'll probably go through to the brown communities and start getting them on, probably the Latino community, because Latinos are black people just stopped by that island and mixed with, some other people down there as well, too. And then they're gonna wipe them out, and then they're gonna try to get the brown community in Mexico. That's the ambition. That takes centuries on top of centuries to do that. But that's just what it is, man. But like I said about Anthony Joshua, like he gonna have to fight now. He gonna have to move his hands. And I know that he probably a little bit shook up about that. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to act like everything good, but he about to get knocked the fuck out. He about to get knocked out. And all you niggas out there, man, with them fake pages that ain't had no subscribers, but start capping for Eddie Hearn. See, look here, man. I'm never gonna compromise my page or compromise myself, because you know what? I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm comfortable in my opinion. I'm okay if a motherfucker come on here and give me 100 likes, but guess what? I'm glad because I didn't cap out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't cap out for likes. AJ get knocked the fuck out. Fuck up out of here. He gonna knock out Wilder, but couldn't knock out Joseph Parker. Really couldn't knock out Carlos Takam, right? Couldn't knock out who the fuck he just fought. He barely knocked out. We got Alexander Povetkin, almost lost though. He getting sparked. He getting sparked. It don't even matter. However you look at it, he getting sparked. AJ can't fight. I've been telling y'all that. We got some breaking news. Let's see what's on ESPN. Zion not playing tonight. No Zion tonight. He's shutting that shit down. I bet anyone in here that Joshua would have that WBC belt. Anyone. What you want to bet? What you want to bet? We can wait till the fight start. Whatever you want to bet, we can bet it. That motherfucker can't fight. I told you that. That shit ain't no 50-50 fight. That motherfucker not getting out the fourth round. I promise you. I promise you that fight not getting out the fourth round. I promise you. Anthony Joshua cannot fight. He not improving, bro. He not improving. And I've been telling y'all that. Turn on the film. Stop going off your feelings. And you remember when you go back and look at film, turn the sound off and you look at it. Yo, $20 all day. That ain't shit to me. Bet it 5 times. Bet it 1,000 times. However much you want to bet, because he gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm telling you, he can't fight. He can't fight. He's too stiff. You know what I'm saying? At least Wilder got some bend, but you got to avoid that right hand. I'm trying to tell y'all, that motherfucker gonna get beat bad, bro. He gonna get stretched bad. And I've been trying to tell y'all niggas that, man. That's why you don't want that fight. He gonna get stretched bad. And I'm just trying to pound whatever you want to do, pounds and euros, whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you, like, don't go bet no money, bro, on that. Don't go into casinos, bet no money, because the bookies in the UK gonna take you to the motherfucking woodshed, my brother. They gonna take you to the woodshed. And y'all niggas don't listen. I'm be telling y'all, this ain't, I don't hate. You know, when I make my picks, it's objective. And I'm telling y'all, that nigga ain't got no chance, bro. I'm telling y'all that shit. It's a reason why he don't want to fight. You talking about some shit that happened years ago, bro. Years ago. Years ago. Who did AJ drop Joseph Parker, bro? That's all I want to know. Did he drop Joseph Parker? Did he drop Carlos Takam? He did not. He been declining for a long time. Asked for a long time. You see what happened to Tyson Fury, bro. Tyson Fury got great defense, bro, for a heavyweight. That shit, it ain't gonna be the 5th round, bro. I'm telling you, it ain't getting out the 4th. It ain't getting out the 4th. It may not get out the 1st round. Depending on how Wilder want to approach this. Now, how AJ could win if Wilder come out too emotional. And Wilder come out swinging and AJ catch him, but AJ, it can't count. He don't have no defense to offense. He gonna put them earmuffs on and let Wilder get him. I'm trying to tell you, like, nigga, don't bet y'all money on this, man. Don't go to the casinos and get it. Give y'all free money to me. Come give y'all free money to me. Come give y'all free money to me. It's a bad matchup. You got a guy who cannot move his head. He cannot get away from a right hand. This ain't Klitschko that's 80 years old. This is not Klitschko that's 80 years old. That been off 18 months and old as hell. That put Anthony Joshua on his ass. You think if Wilder put him on his ass, that Joshua gonna be able to run around the ring for 3 or 4 rounds to get his stamina back up? Man, that motherfucker going to sleep. He ain't getting up like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a special breed. Yeah, next week, Lou DiBella set it up. Next week. It's next week. Lou DiBella set it up. Al Heyman, Finkel, all of them gonna be involved. All right. Like I said before, these the same motherfuckers who gonna delete their channel, change their name, and they're gonna try to run off. I'm telling you, though, it's gonna be like Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. You're gonna see a lot of channels die. No, it ain't that I'm backing my fellow American. Your guy can't fight. I'm telling you this, nigga, from experience. Your guy cannot fight. He's been declining since the Klitschko fight. He's not improved. He's not made one improvement. His weight been fluctuating up and down. He don't know what weight he want to fight at. His stamina is an issue. His nose got busted versus Povetkin. It's not a good matchup for him. And Tyson Fury's even worse matchup, to be honest. Tyson Fury is the absolute worst matchup for him and Luis Ortiz. Tyson Fury is a nightmare for Luis Ortiz and Anthony Joshua. Now, Anthony Joshua won't get knocked out probably by Tyson Fury. He may quit, which is still a knockout. He may quit. That's a bad matchup for Anthony Joshua. A horrible matchup. That's worse. The thing about the Wilder fight, he'll get knocked out. He get knocked out. But the thing about the Fury fight, Fury do what Mayweather did to niggas. Mayweather took people's soul. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that Mayweather usually fought, other than Madonna, you know, didn't want to fight again. You know, and a few other guys still, he took their soul. You know what I'm saying? Especially at welterweight. These dudes was never the same. It wasn't because Floyd Mayweather mentally abused them. I mean, physically abused them like that. It was the mental part. And I always reference this. I always reference this. Okay, I always reference this. Sergio Moro say, like, I'm not scared of you if I can hit you, but if I can't hit you, then fear start coming in. And with Floyd Mayweather, a lot of people can't hit him, you know, and then he can hit you at will. It's a debilitating, you know, the feeling in the world. You know what I'm saying? Nobody debating these niggas, man, because y'all the same niggas that when he lose, y'all the same people when he lose, y'all gonna leave. Y'all gonna change our channel, change our name, make all these excuses. Wilder hitting them in the back of the head. Nigga, I've been around this shit over and over again. oh, Manny Pacquiao was old or Canelo was too young. And I told them niggas, I said, Canelo gonna get his ass whooped. So when Pacquiao gonna get his ass whooped. And I told them all of them. I told them all. Keep going any fight you want to go to. I told people Chad Dawson was gonna beat Bernard Hopkins. It didn't matter. Oh, CJ, you don't know shit about boxing. You don't know. I told him Golovkin. I was the first person to call it. Golovkin was the biggest fraud in boxing. Go back, check my archives on Facebook. On my Facebook page, you can go back, check the archives on YouTube. I was the first person saying Canelo Álvarez. I mean, Triple G was overrated. I was the first one preaching that shit, bro. The first one. You want to go back even more? I was telling people that Lucas Matisse was a hype job and Danny Garcia was gonna beat Lucas Matisse. I got a track record for calling this shit, man. I got a track record. I told people Lomachenko was going to destroy Gary Russell. Oh, no way. You know, Lomachenko only had this many fights and whoop, whoop, whoop. And Lomachenko did. And I was like, man, Lomachenko got a lot of he got all them 20 fights that Gary Russell had going into that fight. Lomachenko had that experience in one fight with Orlando Salido. Mr. Shelton, salute. And I'm telling y'all, I got a track record for this one. For fights like this, I know. I just know. I just know how it's going to go. I said Harrison could beat Charlo too. I did say he could beat him. People say, "Oh, Harrison a bum and he trash and this." And I said that nigga can fight. He just got stamina issues. I said he can fight. I said that. I said y'all don't sleep on Harrison beating that ass. You know what I'm saying? I said don't sleep on that Harrison beating that ass. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Gallimore over J-Rock. Man, Gallimore should beat J-Rock bitch ass, man. Gallimore, he beat the shit out of Deloach though. I think that was a fight before that. I thought Gallimore was gonna stop that nigga, man. J-Rock didn't look good versus Ishai Smith. Or he didn't look good versus Henry Ramirez boy. What's his boy name? Not Darquez Arnett, but the black kid that trained with Ramirez. He didn't look good his first 3 fights. J-Rock ain't beat no fucking herd. If he do, I'll be surprised. I wouldn't say it's not the pepper. It ain't out of the possibility J-Rock can fight, but he ain't got his defense ain't good enough to make up for the lack of power. You know, he ain't Austin Trout at all. Austin Trout was a defender to make up for lack of power. He was slick. J-Rock slick. He just ain't on the level of Austin Trout. You know, he was just mentally in another place versus Gallimore. You know, but like I said before, that wasn't one of them type of fights though. I ain't fuck Gallimore. I like Gallimore though. I still rock with him though, but I like J-Rock too. But like I said, you can't get them all right. He can box, but he can't punch. That's the problem. And his defense ain't good enough. He better go to the body. He better go to the body some more. That jab to the body gonna be pivotal for him in that fight. And body work. J-Rock, I mean, her gonna walk through him though. Nah, you just getting that ass beat, bro. You just getting beat up. That's why they picked him. You just don't he don't throw enough. I'm telling y'all, man, that motherfucker got beat by a mirror mind, dog. Yeah, well, body shots, he gotta slow her down. Boy, this nigga really talking that kind shit. Man, he about to get stretched. He about to get stretched. He said, Mark said, not me. I would have bet on Charlo. Thought he had more tools in the box. Man, because Derrick James made him into a power puncher. He think he motherfucking Mike Tyson, Rocky Marciano or something. Oh, I got Ward. Yeah, Ward. I don't know. That's a good fight. I got Ward, though. Ward too technical for Kawasaki. Yugas can't fight on the inside. Porter will smack him around. He got to keep him on the outside. Jabs, double jabs, body work, tie Porter up. He going to put his head to the side too. When Yugas tie up, either and Porter being shorter, so Yugas gonna have to, when he tie up, Yugas gonna have to put his head to the side, either the right or the left side, so Sean Porter won't try to cut him or headbutt him in the mouth or some shit like that. Yugas gonna have to walk him into an uppercut. Yugas gonna have to a lot of body work. Yugas just don't have volume. I'm telling y'all, Yugas don't have a volume. Yugas don't have a volume unless he been doing something else in camp. but he just don't have the value. He never beat nobody like Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? You nigga lost to Amir Khan. I like Taylor over Regis as well too. You know, Josh Taylor just got one weakness, and that's just he's just stiff. If he learned how to, move his head a little bit more, or not be his head be straight down the middle, Josh Taylor is going to be one of the best fighters in the world. I rate Josh Taylor very highly, but Regis can fight too, and Regis move his head off the spot. Best fight of the year, for real. Best fight of the year to be made is Joshua Wilder. If that happened with his own. Hopefully, it ain't too premature, but obviously it's premature. Harrison, Charlo, too. And then, Regis and Josh Taylor. Those are the three fights, the best fights that look close to being done. Now, you go a step further, then, if you want the perfect year, it's Lomachenko, Tank Davis. Then you take a step forward further. Obviously, you want to see Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Obviously, you want to see David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. That's another one. So some of them is going to fall next year. I think the Thurman and Spence Porter thing will fall next year. I think Earl and Spence will probably fight this year, barring an injury or something like that. That'll happen next year with Thurman fighting the winner. Then hopefully we can get Crawford. I think Wilder and Joshua got a good chance of happening this year. They might take another intern bout. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility they may take an intern bout. But I think after how they see how Wilder tickets sell on his own compared to how Big Baby Miller and them tickets move, it's gonna be different. Obviously, Big Baby Miller tickets with Joshua are overpriced. It's $270, $300 to get in the door, just to get in the door for that fight, for a nosebleed. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they're overpricing that fight, and it won't do well until they drop those prices. He said, I think Thurman is going to lose before he gets suspended. No, I don't think he's going to lose. I don't. I like the way he looked versus Lopez. That's Thurman. That was classic Thurman versus Lopez. For a guy that was off 2 years to move around the ring the way he did, I think that was I was amazed by that. This dude moves around the ring for 12. But that's the Keith Thurman fight. Keith Thurman front run. If he don't get you out in the first 6 rounds, you try to cruise, and you can have your moments versus Keith Thurman. Don't forget, Robert Guerrero had his moments the same way. Leonard Bundini Bundu, he fought, that's just Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Luis Collazo had his moments. So that's how Keith Thurman fight. He come out hot, and if you can withstand the heat early, and you able to get around or two in there, then hey, down the stretch, you have an opportunity to stop him. You have a huge opportunity to stop him down the stretch, or a huge opportunity to get back in the fight, get a drop. But that's the way Keith Thurman fight. I see no problem other than Keith Thurman looked a little bit doughy, but after 2 years off, that's expected. But his stamina was on point. You know what I'm saying? His stamina was on point. No doubt about it. I was amazed by that shit. He just don't like getting hit. I'll tell you that right now. That's probably gonna lose to Errol Spence. He got a better chance of beating Crawford than Errol Spence. But I think that's a good fight. Keith Thurman and Crawford. You think we get Wilder and Joshua in the fall? Yeah, I think so. I really do. End of summer, fall, winter. Usually you get big pay-per-views in December, November. For whatever reason, November was a high pay-per-view month. I think Ricky Hatton and Floyd fought in November, right? I think it was November. And you had, the September is a huge day for the Mexican Independence holiday. Then you got December. Last year was the most active December I've ever seen in boxing. I can remember. Eli Zachary. Last year was a hell of an active December. That was hella active, man. Because usually after the second week in December, it's over with. And Showtime would do a triple card, a triple junior middleweight card or something like that. That shit, that month is active as fuck. Last year, December. Usually people don't want to fight, after Christmas. But you have fights even when UFC, you have fights all down the card in no December. You had Wilder Fury, you had Canelo and Rocky Fielding, you had Charlo and Harrison, Charlo and Posey Willie Monroe turned to Korobov. You had Emmanuel Nunes and Chris Cyborg. I mean, that fucking month was just stacked. You know what I'm saying? It was stacked. I want Comey versus Loma. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen till later this year. Comey injured his knuckle, but they was trying to make him not even get the chance to enjoy his belt. He said, I hope Mayweather and Pacquiao don't happen. I heard that's what's going down. Cali been saying that shit from the beginning. The Cali Enigma. Y'all go subscribe to that brother, man. He been saying that shit from the beginning. He been telling me that shit privately, and he came on and said it like 2 Saturdays ago. Was it last Saturday? He said that he been saying that shit for real. Wilder versus Brazil, $100 pay-per-view gonna fly. It ain't gonna be. It was 75 is 100. But no, that sound like it's going on the zone. So it's gonna be 10 buckaroos. I have agreed with you prior to the layoff for Keith Thurman. I need Leo and Gary Russell too. Yeah, Gary Russell coming back on the Jared Hurd, J-Rock undercard. Yep. Y'all can start asking questions. I'm done with the Joshua shit. So I'll go through the questions, man. I'm just glad that Spence and Mikey gonna be in theaters. I ain't paying $75 for the undercard, 25 in theaters. Yeah. My problem with that is I'm going to be at the Piston game for my birthday next week. So I gotta find a theater that's gonna be showing it. And I have to drive back to the city to see it. Mike Biggs, boxing, salute, my brother. What's going on, man? Hopefully the family is well, my brother. Blessings to you and yours, man. Tax Tech, have you seen Spence's article in the boxing scene? He was playing the victim role, bro. He said Mikey Garcia saved his life because nobody else wanted to fight him. He named everybody but Bud. Braylon Wilson, appreciate the super chat, my brother. Hold on, man. It got me interested in shit. Got me interested. I'm gonna go see Captain Marvel today, man. I might go pick up my little nephew to see it, but he might be bad. Go see that shit today. Which one? Hey, which one? What is it called? I'm trying to look at it now. Damn, I don't see it. It's probably down here. Hey, let me know what the article called, bro. Oh, you want the theaters? Yeah, you can go. You can just search it in your area. You can just put Mikey Earl Spence pay-per-view movie theater, or put movie theater in, and it'll pull up Phantom.com. You can search your movie theater. It's only $20. It's usually like $25, $30 to get in the theater. You know what I'm saying? Mark Blake, salute. He said, Captain Barrett, always look forward to your live streams and videos. Appreciate it, Mark Blake. Definitely do. Who had that? Let me know about that article. Link me that article in the description. Whoever said that. Let me see who said it. So I can hawk your. Oh, Asante. What's going on, my brother? Cleveland in the house. Cleveland in the house. What's going on? It's the Douglas Ruggers, bro. Every time I think of Cleveland, I think of Bone Thugs and Harmony. They was so fucking dope, man. For real. Do you know who Gary Russell is gonna fight? I think he fighting Homeboy. The dude that was on one of them Fox undercards. The little Chinese motherfucker, man, from Mongolia. He was fighting the Cuban. I think he gonna fight that guy. I'm not sure. I ain't heard him, but I heard he was the mandatory. I thought Wild in Brazil was already signed for Showtime. No, I ain't signed. Kenny Porter said one time that fights, some of the fights that he been a part of don't get signed till after the weigh-in. It's all on the handshake agreement. So yeah. CJ they thought Khan and Crawford on pay-per-view here and Spence and Garcia free on ITV. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, because Khan got UK roots and he wants some of that UK pay-per-view money. I heard Captain Marvel wasn't that bad. Damn, wasn't that bad. Real. So my girl was like, hey, the reviews on Facebook said it was bad, but I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? Marvel be dropping that fire. He says he telling the truth though. The Three Stooges, Danny, Keith, and Sean ducked that free smoke and bud smoke. I mean, especially Danny. Danny could have negotiated for $5 million and got money on the back end. But East Coast Box could say Spence and Bud is a super fight. It has to be built up properly. Best fight, best. I guess. Michael Johnson, boxing talking more. Salute. I go support Michael Johnson, man. He talks some real shit, bro. For real. He talks some real shit. I like his channel. But yeah, I don't give a fuck if it's built up or not. I'm paying. You know what? They gonna build it. It ain't no point of building it up because don't nobody know them motherfuckers like that. As far as in the casual world, that's gonna spring whoever win that fight into stardom. That's a springboard stardom. They should let Fox have that fight because Walt Disney owned Fox and they own ESPN. People say they sold off the Fox Sports part, but remember that's Fox. That's regular Fox. You know what I'm saying? They still got to say so. Will go on a regular Fox. So you think 21 will bring AJ out against Miller? I swear to God, I wish that happened, bro. I'm glad you brought up Miller, man, because I got to contact somebody about something to do with Big Baby. I got some shit lined up, bro. So Me and Colossal Sports TV got some shit lined up too. So I'm gonna let y'all know when we get done doing working on this shit, man. So I'm gonna be doing more collabs with him. I'm gonna do a collab today too, man. When I get back in, I'm about to hit some of the brothers up, see if they want to chop it up. Drake Hagen with AJ as well. You know, Drake always gonna hop from Sausage Link to Sausage Link. Ricky E said, I like Gary Russell, brother. He can fight. Which one? The one that looked like his daddy? He looked just like his daddy. I know the young one that fought Ennis in the Olympic trials. He beat Ennis. Hey, I heard our tickets was cheap. How much is a courtside ticket? Here? I don't know. For the Lakers, they probably gonna drive that joker up, and LeBron might not play. You know, I don't. My girl get my tickets, but LeBron might not play. This is the first time I'm going down there. I ain't never been to Little Caesars Arena. I've been to the Fillmore and all that shit down there, but I never been. I got me a sweet ass piston jacket from Westland Mall yesterday. Yeah, I was at Westland Mall. Nigga went. I should go get that fucking Lions jacket I got yesterday, but at Mr. Allen's, I put that motherfucker back. That motherfucker was mad too because I left because they ain't had no shoes I wanted. Shopping in Detroit, you got to go to for my size. You got to go to all boutiques. Real talk. You gotta go to all boutiques. I go to 313. My boy told me to go to Fashion Bistro. I never went in there. I went in there for my daughter. But you know, you gotta go to all boutiques now, man. You know, that's where they got the shit at. 313, they always take care of me though, man, for real. What's going on, Muhammad? Salute. Lex, he say, right, how long does it actually take to build a fight? Cause they trying to build a fight for 3 years and shit. You ain't lying, bro. Like, damn. Yugas for the win. Right hook 1,000. I'm telling you. Who want to bet on the Yugas fight tonight? Come on. Who want to bet on that motherfucker? Come on. Yeah, let me close it out like that. Who want to bet on the Yugas fight? Spence on Fox and AT&T Stadium is building up something big. Yeah, he is. Yes, Fox is doing a wonderful job and probably doing a hell of a job in Dallas doing that. I'm waiting for our playoff games to go. Oh, yeah, I'm going to the playoff game. Oh, no cap. I'm going to that joker, bro. I'm going. Lakers tickets are high. Nosebleed start at 250. Shit, that sounds like the AJ fight. Yeah, everything higher in California, though. I'd rather watch it on the TV screen. Judah Ben, Israel, what's going on? Porter getting KO. Come on, bet that money, Judah. Bet that money. Bet that money. I ain't never seen Sean Porter in a boring fight. I seen him in a sloppy fight with Adrian Broner, but you could be right. Why Porter not drug tested? We don't know. We don't know. But we did find out, shout out to boxing with ADE. That's he probably got one of the best UK channels. You know, I would say Dr. Blick, but Dr. Blick don't be dropping no videos, man. What's going on, World Breaker? Motherfucking Dr. Blick only work on my shit. I'm gonna have to put that motherfucking Dr. Blick on my payroll in a minute, bro. For real. I have to put that motherfucker on my payroll in a minute. Ojo Haitian Makey said, what's going on? He said a lot of this people are pulling for Yugas. Yeah, you think Yugas will get Earl's first shot? Yeah, because unless he fight Keith Thurman, but Yugas ain't made no money in the sport. You know, Yugas ain't made no money in the sport. So yeah, why not? But I'm glad that shit ain't. I'm glad Sean made the weight. Let me say that because Sean Porter didn't make that weight, and he beat Yugas still. Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia was gonna be fighting for that belt. World Breaker say this just in, they're going to remove Sean Porter's brace so he can make weight. Should come in at 144. Hey man, he cut his hair and shit, man. And I couldn't hear what Kenny was saying in the interview how they lost the weight. I heard he said they did a mile and a half. And he said he did some other things to make weight, but I don't know why they were so far off. I'm assuming that he didn't eat breakfast. I thought AJ got the ticket, got ticket, should have been sold out by now, according to the UK fan. Man, fucking at $300 to get in. Man, shit. I went to go see Jacobs and Triple G a couple years ago. It was only 105, and I got a flash sale the Friday night before for $75. So $300 to go see two niggas that nobody know, even in New York. I don't know about that, bro. $300? Like a nosebleed start at 300, bro. Them tickets should be $20. Ben Andrew, he said, no, this fight is going to be dope though. Expect a slugfest, though. Check out my SoundCloud, which on Instagram. It's in the link in the description. Just follow me. Link in the description. You can follow me on there. If Booster Porter get beat tonight, he done. Oh man, I'm frying his ass. Like I said, I don't have no emotional ties. I'm frying his ass. Mark Hughes will fight Spence if he wins, but Porter will not. I think Porter will. I think Porter forced to fight him unless Keith Thurman and put his mandatory. Kenny was more excited than Porter. His meal ticket was on the line. I just think Sean Porter didn't have the energy, But yeah, Kenny was like dude, Kenny like man, you at a restaurant, you hoping that motherfucker, you just maybe got enough money in your car, you hoping that motherfucker go through. Plenty of times in college that happened to me. He said UK got a big soccer match, then possibly. That was Eli Zachary. Sean say, I paid $200 for the Wilder Fury fight. Oh, to get in? That ain't bad. I mean, that was worth your buck, but $300 for Big Baby and AJ? Shit, you out your fucking mind. Zoe Life, what's going on? He says, salute to the Mafia, Porter ducking. I heard he missed weight. Yeah, he made weight. He ended up making it. He made it. I don't know how you get 2 pounds overweight, but he made it. AJ tickets are selling like Chameleonaire's concert to concert. Shit, Chameleonaire about to be he on the way to being a billionaire though. He took his money in. That's one thing I like about niggas that was in Texas, man. They educated, man. They really are educated. A lot of them brothers are educated, like Slim Thug, and I heard Mike Jones is like a fitness coach now, but Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Lil Flip, all of them is business savvy. They opened up a black bank in Houston, and all the black rappers and entertainers, Zero and Trey the Truth, I believe, and Slim Thug, all came down there to open accounts in the black bank a couple years ago down there. So they always, he said like World Breaker Fight, salute. They always down there, man. I respect them because they wasn't banging the music industry for shit. Slim Thug was banging out underground shit for a long time. So it was Lil Cooper and Paul Wall. Cooper is a millionaire. They've been doing that shit for a long time. So oh man, nigga, I'm worldwide, nigga. I know about if you can rap, I'ma find you. At least when I was younger. If you can rap, I'll find you. For real. If you can rap, I'm gonna find out about you, man. I remember when I first heard Lil Flip. I like Lil Flip style. Zero, Trey the Truth. I know all about Trey the Truth story. You know what I'm saying? They banned Clear Channel banned him from the radio over a bike drive or some shit. They got to shooting at that motherfucker, man. But what even knew Chameleon named Cooper? Yeah, I know all that, man. We played the Sound of Revenge and some of his mixtape Messiahs, man. Played them motherfucker all through high school, man. You know what I'm saying? If I've had good rap, I played the Sound of Revenge so many times, bro. Like, dude, I can't even listen to that album no more, bro. It's been a minute, but I played that motherfucker out. That shit was one of the best albums I had heard in a minute, But yeah, man, all them Southern cats educate. That's why I love the South hustle. Yeah, all them niggas is hustle. All your upper echelon dope dealers was smart. Rayful Edmonds, smart guy. Even a guy like Alpo, Rich Porter, AZ. You had to have some type of financial literacy and some type of book smarts to be able to stack your money up like that. Alpo the rat, they call him. But pre-Ray Ricky Ross was walking around like a bum, but he was getting what he said he was making like $2 million a day, $20 million a week, whatever he was saying. So you gotta have an educate. You can't be a dumb nigga, out here selling dope and think you gonna get on and think you gonna stack it. So the South is huge on education, man. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I go down to Charlotte as a kid. I had to say yes, ma'am, no elbows on there. I'm a city motherfucker, so I ain't never had to hear that shit before. You know what I'm saying? They'll pop the shit out of you quicker than quick. Like, man, damn, you know what I'm saying? So, the etiquette of the South, especially for the black kids, is what need to come up to the North, man. Real talk. We need help up here, man. You know what I'm saying? We need help because these kids is a lost cause, man. It's a lost cause. They doing us so dirty up here, man. And y'all talking about racial injustice, man. You ain't never seen it until you came up here. In Chicago, a lot of they people are literate, real literate and book smart, and a lot of they kids are smart. But when you get up here to Detroit and parts of Ohio, and they just don't care, man. When the auto industry went, man, all the money went, and we just went broke. A lot of kids can't read. A ton of kids can't read. I found out. I went to school to be an educator and just changed my fucking mind. Like y'all don't even understand how bad it is, up here, man. It's bad. This is to the point where I can't be 50, 60, 70 years old. I can't be 50, 60, 70 years old and still live here. I can't live in the city. I'll have to sell my house or I just couldn't live here no more because I know like I have to kill a kid, kill somebody kid or kill one of these dudes because they're not gonna be able to get your order right at McDonald's. Not gonna be able to to do nothing. I mean, McDonald's is simple. You hit the fucking button, it adds everything up for you, changing this and that. Oh, you say you live in Saginaw, Sag Nasty? Last time I was up in fucking Saginaw, I get Saginaw and Muskegon mixed up for some fucking reason. Muskegon got Michigan Adventures, or is it Saginaw? I can't fucking remember. My boy Jerry, he's working the plant in Dham in General. He used to come drive from Saginaw to Detroit every day. For real talk, he drive from Saginaw to Detroit every day to get to work. But I've been to both. When I go up to Grand Rapids, I hit one of them before. We used to stay there for a minute, so I've been to both. Yeah. Grand Rapids is a nice city too, man. Set family city. You're on your way going to you say I don't know from here. I'm not from here, but it sucks. Yeah, you in Saginaw, what you expect? No offense, I'm not saying it sucks. It depends where you're coming from. You coming from a major city, that's a huge adjustment. It's a huge adjustment. It's like me coming from Detroit, staying in Montgomery. That shit was a job, but I learned to like it though. You go, paintball in the woods, Piggly Wiggly, going to high school football games, going to college games. I fell in love with the country life after I got adjusted to shit. But do I miss that? Going to the titty bars, and do I miss the after hour joints when I was younger? Yeah, I love that shit about Detroit, and I missed it down south. Do I miss the tasteful cabarets and shit? Like, yeah. But country life straight, man. Like, I enjoyed it, man. Everybody had some hospitality. I would go hunting a little bit. We'd eat a little bit. I mean, shit was straight. It was straight, and it seemed like people down there, not to hate on my Detroit people. People down there just seemed more, nice. It was nice. All my friends, man, was cool as fuck. I dorm with, and we was cool. I had to whip my roommate ass one time to let him know what was going on. But after I whipped his ass once, we didn't have no more problems. You know what I'm saying? I ain't whoop his ass, but I had to whoop his ass to whoop his ass. You see what I'm saying? We ain't had no more problems after that, though. So that's just, how I fall. Me, in general. But we had a great time, man. And if somebody had no money, and we would front the money for somebody to buy food, it was like people from the South straight, you gonna have your knuckleheads and shit that want to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Some nigga tried to put me in a full Nelson and got his head cracked playing around. I don't play like that, nigga. Been to kill you, pussy. He said, "You're right. When you get older, you have zero tolerance for ignorance, no patience for these young." Yeah, man, I ain't got time. It's about to be bad, man. You know what I'm saying? We not putting and we not prioritizing, study habits. Study habits is the biggest thing. When you get your kid, study habits. If you develop study habits from preschool, kindergarten, first, third, fourth, fifth grade, probably sixth grade, by the time the kid get to seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, you ain't gonna have no problems. When I get home, I gotta prioritize education. Once you make education a priority and turn off the idiot box, your kid gonna be successful. I guarantee you that, man. And you raise them right. But nobody prioritizes education. They let the TV raise your kid. They don't sit down, make your kid do the homework, then this and that. Oh, you get Jordans, you get shoes, you get all this shit, right? You get all this shit. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do or what you don't do. You know what I'm saying? You get all this shit regardless. So why don't we reward incentive? If you don't do good in school, we'll put your ass in Payless. Oh, my kid got to wear the best. No. Let your kid earn the best. You don't give your kid everything you got. You give them some of what you didn't have, excuse me. You give your kid everything you didn't got. You give them some of it. You let them earn this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for your men to be domesticated. I'm a kid I was a guy that was domesticated. I live with my mom. I live with my mom, so I had to clean, and I was the only child in the house. After a while, I had to clean. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to cook. I've been staying by myself since the second, third grade. My mom broke me in like she didn't have no help like that. So I had to be successful. One day the pastor came over and seen I was in the third grade. He came over and said, "What you doing here by yourself?" I said, "My mom, he made me go with that nigga and shit." That's shit was crazy, but I was able to do that because I understood. I'd get my ass whooped if I did something wrong. But you got to be able to trust your kids and raise them right. And like I tell my girl, she scared to let my daughter walk to the store. I say, shit gonna happen. You can't stop that inevitable. Because when she got to get out here and catch the bus, or she got to get out here and go to work, you got to know what's gonna happen. We used to run the hood before I get off here. We used to run the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? We used to run in the hood. We used to get in trouble, but you know what? We was able to figure out how to deal with that trouble. You know what I'm saying? So running the hood is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn your ups and downs, where to go, where not to go. All types of shit. I see my boy, his brother got killed on the street. He never was the same. It was a lot of shit that I had seen. To build finance, you got to be street smart too. To build street IQ. And parents don't believe that. Oh, keep your kid in the house and let them play with the iPad. They ain't got no street IQ. And your daughter and your son going to the club and she don't know the rules of the streets, or she ain't never get out in the neighborhood and meet people in the streets. I mean, you set them up for failure, regardless. So you got to let them, be out there. We didn't have cell phones. If a motherfucker picked us up and kidnapped us, we was ass out. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have cell phones. We had pay phones. That's what we had. So we knew what to do and what not to do. But like I said, these parents are overprotective, man. They're overprotective, and we're gonna have a whole bunch of immature young adults. You know what I'm saying? Immature young adults. You got to let your kid grow up. It takes a community to raise a child. We need to get back with that. If I was fucking up across the street, man, Miss Barilla pop me in my head or take me down to my grandma or I'd be getting my ass booked to beat the whole block. When I stayed out in Inkster with my grandma for the summers, or I was staying in the hood. My mom stayed in that apartment complex, My nigga Mario mama beat my ass. My nigga David mama beat my ass. A couple more people might beat, security guard might beat my ass and drag me to the crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the west side. I never stayed on nowhere but the west side. I shall not cross Woolworth and live. I shall not cross Woolworth and live. Somebody's gonna give me a house on Outer Drive and shit. But they kept breaking in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They kept breaking in the motherfucker, man. So I didn't want that bitch. Had a library and everything, and I had to give me some rock riders and some pits. I passed it up though. But yeah, let me get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna come back and do another stream later on today. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one time. We gonna